So this is my latest project. I'm pretty much wrapped up with the vet. The vet's behind me. It's pretty much finished. So I have just a couple of things that I need to do on that, but it's pretty much done. So I'm trying to come up with my next project, and so this is it. I just picked this up the other day. It's a 1985 VF700F Interceptor. I just wanted this thing because I had a 1982 V4 Sabre when they first came out, and I really liked that. Other than the drive shaft, wasn't a huge fan of a drive shaft. That was considered somewhat of a sport touring bike. And then in '84, I got an 1100 Magna, and that had heaps of gobs of power, and that was a lot of fun. And in '86, I was going to pick up one of these, the Interceptor, but I went to the Philadelphia bike show with a buddy of mine, and they had two brand new 1986 GSXR 750s, and they were in these circular things, and they were above the ground, and they just spun in circles. And I looked at that and I said, oh my goodness, I gotta have one. And my buddy's like, yeah, we need two of them. I said, okay, which one do you want? He says, I want the blue one. I said, okay, I'll go get the red one. We'll stop on the way home and we'll pick them up. So we did. We stopped at the local Suzuki dealer and said, okay, we need two of those GSXRs we just saw down at the bike show. And they're like, man, they're not even here yet. It was like, well, we're going to Daytona for Bike Week in a week and a half. And they're like, not on these, you're not. They're not ready yet. I said, okay, well, we'll ride what we got right now, and then we'll pick them up on the way back. So one thing led to another. We eventually got the GSXRs. He did get his in blue. I did get mine in red. And that was the end of the Interceptor path for me. So I rode that for a while. Got married, had kids, bought a Gold Wing, and then just stopped riding. So now my kids are grown, I'm retired, I need something to do, keep myself busy. So I thought I'd pick up one of these. Like I said, it's the only V4 I didn't have. I looked around for the 1000. I missed out on the 1000. I wanted a Gen 2, which is the VFR. Couldn't really find that. I found one or two of them, but I thought they were fraudulent, so I stayed away from them. So I ended up with this. This is the 85, which is the last Gen 1, and I believe this doesn't have what was known as the chocolate cams that were, I believe it's 82 and 83, which were soft cams, and they worn out the cams, and then I think in '84 they got it figured out, because it was not only this bike, it was the Interceptor, it was the Sabre and the Magnet that also had the problem. '84, I believe they changed things around. '85 they had it all changed around. Then '86 they went to gear-driven cams, completely different setup, and they got it all straightened out. So, but I always liked the power of the V4. So the GSXR, yeah, it was a lot of fun, super torquey. I jetted mine and did a lot of things to it, changed the advanced curve on it, changed all sorts of stuff on it. And so mine, by the time I was done, although it was extremely fast, it was kind of like riding a two-stroke. It didn't do much of anything until you got to 7,000 RPMs, and then when you got to 7,000 RPMs, it'd snap on and just stand straight up. And where these things, they had good all-around power. They had good power, low end, mid end, top end, and so I always liked that. Always wanted to get back to it. And now that I'm done with the vet project, I figured I do this. Now I bought this because it looks in pretty good shape. It doesn't run, but it looks in pretty good shape. I think the carburetors have to go into it, maybe the ignition system. I don't know. I'm going to tear it completely down. And, well, first I'll pull the gas tank off of it and go into the airbox and see if I can't just get it running on starter fluid. And if I can get it running on starter fluid, then at least I know what's going on it. If I can't, then I'm going to go into ignition coils, move my way through it. Supposedly the guy that I bought it from, he bought it 4 years ago, and he bought it not running and never did anything with it. So what exactly is wrong with it? I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure that the cams aren't soft because it's 85, and the bodywork's in really good shape. A couple of little nicks and stuff on the seats, but it looks pretty good. Odometer says 14,172, so shouldn't have any problems there. I know when I put it in the trailer and I squeeze down the front end, I see a little bit of oil coming out of the forks, so I'll have to put fork seals in it. That's no big deal. Done that on a lot of bikes. So this is my project. So the next bunch of videos will no longer be on the Corvette. They'll be on this, and we'll go through this and tear this down and see what we can do. Let me walk you around it and see what you think. So here it is on a front end shot. The bodywork's actually in really good shape. There's a couple little stress cracks in there, but I don't think that it's ever been down. And the reason why I say that is because it's got the factory exhaust system on it. And usually the first telltale signs of these things crashing is the tailpipe's all banged up, and then of course your bodywork's banged up. Now it does have a little ding on the gas tank that I'm gonna have to fix. Looks like the handlebars hit the gas tank at one time. So we'll have to take a look at that. Here's a shot at the back. So, tire looks great, but I looked at the date code the other day. It said 3915, so it was built in the 39th week of 2015. So the tire is almost 15 years old. But as you can see, the exhaust system's like super clean. So, and the bodywork's clean. Yeah, it's got some tears in the seats, but for a 40-year-old motorcycle, a little bit of scratching on the gas tank. But the bodywork really looks good, I think, and I think the motor looks really good. Like I said, it's an 85. So hopefully it doesn't have the cam problems that the earlier ones did. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. I don't remember the radiator being that close to the fairing, but I don't really remember. So on the Interceptors, they have the upper radiator and the lower radiator, and they're also hard mounted. So where the Magna and the Sabre have a rubber bushing here, actually I don't think they're bolted here, and here, these solid mount here, and a solid mount here. So, but there it is, and it's like I said, I think it's in pretty good shape. It looks pretty good. Like I said, doesn't run, but it's cranks over, sounds like it has compression. So that's good. everything over here, you know, the bars look pretty straight. Everything looks pretty good. No grinding on this. No grinding on this. So that's another signal that usually tells me that they've been down. I'm not sure. Somebody might want to tell me. I don't think these mirrors are correct. They could be, but I don't think they are. I don't remember exactly. But that's it. This is so. This is my next project, and we'll do some videos. We'll take the front end off, redo the fork seals. We'll go in. We'll do a valve adjustment. Redo the brakes. Redo the clutch. Redo basically everything. Go around front to back. So. Hopefully you'll watch the videos with me and we'll learn something along the way. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Take care.